The air is thick with tension in a hidden European room. No cameras, no press, just the real work of diplomacy as the world teeters on the edge of war with Iran. Around the table, seasoned envoys and strategists know a single misstep could ignite catastrophe. Recent escalations have pushed both sides dangerously close to conflict. These are not public figures, but the quiet professionals tasked with finding a path away from war. The silence is broken only by the rustle of papers and low murmurs. A neutral diplomat offers a small proposal, a sliver of trust in a room starved of it. The Iranian and American representatives listen, faces unreadable, every word weighed. Each carries the burden of millions who have no idea how close they are to disaster. This is a battle of nerves and political maneuvering, not for victory, but to avoid mutual ruin. Conversations are blunt, stripped of rhetoric, focused on harsh realities. The world outside remains oblivious to the stakes being debated here. The pressure is immense. The outcome is uncertain. In this room, peace hangs by a thread. Who sits at this table? Senior diplomats, military advisors, intelligence officials, and mediators. Diplomats know the language of negotiation and the red lines of each side. Military advisors ground talks in the reality of conflict, ensuring any deal is stable. Intelligence officials provide crucial context, what's real, what's bluff. Mediators from neutral nations like Switzerland or Oman keep the process moving. Each brings expertise, finding agreement, assessing risk, clarifying intentions, and building trust. They are the architects of any hope for peace. Without them, talks would collapse under mistrust. Their combined skills are the only chance to pull back from the brink. Why the secrecy? Public pressure kills diplomacy. In the spotlight, leaders can't compromise. They must play to their audience. Behind closed doors, negotiators can test ideas and explore unpopular but wise compromises. If rejected, proposals vanish quietly. No public embarrassment. Secrecy allows for trial and error, for building trust step by step. It manages expectations, avoiding disappointment and backlash. Confidentiality protects participants from accusations of betrayal. In volatile times, talking to the enemy can be dangerous. The shadows aren't for hiding wrongdoing, they shield a fragile process. Quiet diplomacy is the only way forward when the stakes are this high. Secret talks have shaped history. The Oslo Accords, Cold War arms deals, and the 2015 Iran nuclear agreement all began in private. Away from cameras, negotiators built trust and hammered out the impossible. Back channels allowed leaders to bypass bureaucracy and de-escalate crises. These precedents prove that secrecy fosters honesty and creativity. The negotiators today are guided by these lessons, hoping to repeat past successes. The first steps toward peace are often taken in the dark. History shows quiet diplomacy can change the world. In high-stakes talks, mediators are essential. Trusted by both sides, they listen, absorb positions, and find common ground. Mediators translate, filter rhetoric, and propose creative solutions neither side can suggest directly. They float trial ideas, absorb backlash, and refine proposals. When talks stall, mediators coax both sides back, reminding them of the cost of failure. They keep negotiations alive when anger and mistrust threaten collapse. In a room of adversaries, the mediator is the calm center. Without them, the process would fall apart. What does success look like here? Not a grand peace treaty, but small, practical steps. An agreement to halt retaliatory attacks or a military hotline. These are huge wins. A direct line between commanders can prevent accidents from spiraling into war. Even a minor deal, like limiting uranium enrichment for partial sanctions relief, builds trust. Each small agreement is a rung on the ladder to peace. The greatest success may be the war that never happens. If talks de-escalate the crisis and keep diplomacy alive, that's a monumental victory. There will be no parades, but lives will be saved. The world will be safer, even if it never knows how close it came to disaster. In the end, quiet diplomacy may be our best hope for peace.